Hi everyone, so thanks for joining us again today. So this is day 2 of the back to school tips, and I am joined by Lauren from Lauren's Lovely Little Library. So yesterday we spoke about preparing for going back to school, so if you did miss that, just go and check out the video from yesterday. But today we are going to talk about the actual day, so whether that is starting school or returning to school, it's going to be a big day regardless. So let's get into some tips on how we can do that successfully. So what's the first thing that we need to think about?
Breakfast. breakfast. There has been loads of research that's been done that if children eat breakfast in the morning, they perform, I can't remember the statistic, but it's so significantly better if they have eaten breakfast. If I don't, I'm horrible, absolutely horrible. They can concentrate more, they're not worried about being hungry, they're not clock watching for when it's going to be lunch, and it just gives them the energy to concentrate and actually enjoy school. If you're hungry, you're not going to enjoy what you're doing, because that's what you're thinking about predominantly, not what you're actually doing and learning. So I definitely say breakfast. It also gives you another time with your children to sit down, have a chat, talk about the day, how are you feeling this morning, and and talk about how you're feeling as well. As a parent, it's going to be weird for you as well. You've had them at home for 6 weeks and you've had lovely family days out, and then all of a sudden, like, you lose your babies again and they go back to school, and I think it's that time over breakfast is really important to just have a chat, get them fired up and fueled up for the day.
Yeah, because when's their first break after? So because I think, was there a mid-morning break that they get? Yeah, so it's still a long time, isn't it? They don't eat.
So at our school it's sort of 10:30. So by then they've had assembly. They've done at least one lesson.
A lot of concentration.
It is. It's a long time, and it's full on from the minute they get in. Unpacking their bags, talking to their friends, and then a bit of carpet time, maybe doing the register, and it's quite full on until break time. But as you say, if they haven't eaten any breakfast, that's a really long time to go.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine not sending Holly without food. So hopefully people will think about the breakfast.
Yes, and also it's breakfast, like, give them something. This sounds horrible, but give them something decent. A cereal bar is not enough for breakfast. I know some days you're really busy, maybe you've got up late and you're thinking, oh my god, I've got to get out the door. And on those days, it happens, we all have days like that, but actually on the whole, sit down, have a bit of toast or a banana and a yoghurt or porridge, or just
nothing
something
too sugary either, because otherwise they're just going to dip, aren't they? They're really just going to go downhill.
It hits them, they get all that energy and then they fall.
And then you've got to deal with it.
Thanks.
That's why it's not our problem anymore. So obviously we've done the breakfast then, and we're kind of going to head off, and my biggest worry actually is that Holly starts preschool in September, is that we're going to be walking there and all of a sudden she's just going to think, oh god, I don't want to do this, but I don't know what's coming because I haven't done it before. So what does the first day look like?
So basically the first day really is for the teachers and the children to get to know each other. Various schools will do it in different ways, but I know a lot of the schools that I've been in have had almost like a familiarisation day, either before the children finish for the summer, or in the case of like Holly, I don't know if you
I took her to some of those like settling in days. That was really good actually.
So they would have had a day in their classroom or with their new teacher to sort of get to know roughly what's going to happen, even seeing the room, things like that will make them feel better. But in terms of on the day, I think it's important for them to know that, you're going to drop them off and that you're going to be there at the end of the day, or someone will be there for them.
Yeah, really important to say. That's what I've been saying to Holly, that we're going to drop her off, but we will come and get her. So even now she's saying to me, like, oh, you're going to drop me off at preschool and then you're going to come back. So she does know.
Brilliant. Yeah.
So at least she's not feeling like I've just kind of dumped her there and left.
Yeah, because that is hard. Because for some of these children, especially like at preschool, they've never been away from you for this long.
Exactly.
Ever.
Yeah.
And I think as a teacher, you do kind of step into that sort of like that motherly role that I know, particularly for me before I had my own child, those kids were my kids. When those kids in my class, I went home and worried about them, and if I knew that they'd lost a pencil, I'd be trying to find another pencil to replace it. And on the whole, teachers really care for your kids. So in terms of you as a mum, realise that they're going to be loved and looked after and nurtured. It's not...
That is the hardest thing for me, because I've been a stay-at-home mum. I've had 3 years with Holly, and although yes, sometimes it is quite trying and I can't say that she is perfect, but even I'm so conflicted because I say to my husband, and he must be so fed up of me saying it, like I'm really ready and she's ready to go to preschool, and I know that it has to happen.
Yeah.
But the thought of her not being with us like all the time is actually like it's really sad.
Yes.
But I know it has to happen and she has to have this independence. But
Yeah.
I need to let her go.
Yes.
And obviously have this time. But it's so good to know then that teachers, you know, feel that way.
Yeah.
Because I mean that's why I'm not a teacher. I wouldn't feel that way. Because
So
it's like,
we really do
yeah.
care a lot about the children, and I think when they come in, you know, to see that familiar face, oh, that, you know, that's Miss Harvey, that's my new teacher, and
Yeah.
we're waving at them and
Aw.
you know, and talking to you, and oh, we're going to have a lovely day, and the teacher will probably have some kind of interaction with the parents like that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
They'll might get the children to wave goodbye to you all,
Oh,
and you'll all go, but don't break.
Yeah.
And then once they go in, it's very much getting to know the routine. So, you know, this is where our coats live, on our coat pegs. Let's all find our named pegs. You know, as they get older, things like that change. But, you know, this is where our book bags live. This is where our backpacks are. Things like that.
And then will they have the same routine as they go in every day?
Yes.
So then they know what they're doing then.
And also I think at the beginning there's so much for them to remember, like particularly in my year 2 class we have, you know, a bag for backpacks, a bag for contact books, or, you know, lots of different places to put things.
Yeah.
And it's saying to the children, it's fine, don't worry, you know, you won't learn this in a day, we've got weeks to learn this, and we'll remind you every day where things go. And actually by the time they've been in for 3 days they're pretty at home in their classroom and their environment. So I think it's, for you, it's knowing that once they're taken in, they're going to be guided through every step of their day, and they're going to be looked after and praised, and then it will be really lovely for you to see them at the end of the day and hear what they've been up to.
So how else could I help? So this is brilliant to know all of this. So how else could I help Holly and obviously people with older children in kind of returning to school or starting school and knowing what they're going to kind of be around?
Well, I mean, generally it's just having conversations about things, so your own experiences and things like that. But there are things available, plug here, there are things available like this book, for example. It says all the words you need to know before you start school. And it's very simple. This is obviously for little ones. You wouldn't share this with like a year 4 or a year 5 child, but it goes through things like days at school, numbers, things you can eat, things you can drink, things around your classroom. And it's structured in, so you have sort of like pictures with some words, and you can discuss the scenes. And you know, does your classroom have
that looks great. I think Holly would really do well with that, because if Holly isn't telling me kind of what's happening, she would remember from looking at something like this and then be like, oh, you know, I did that, or we played here. And I think something like this is perfect.
I think it just prompts them, doesn't it? And I mean,
so Lauren she's an Usborne Books
an organiser.
Sorry.
That's our title officially.
I think you always say an organiser. So this book and some other books that will be able to help you will be in the link below this video. So if you do want to buy anything to help your children, then please do click on the links and buy from Lauren, as she's been giving us these lovely tips. So no, that sounds absolutely brilliant. So good luck everyone for the first day of school. Please do tell us how you've got on, what you did, what their first breakfast was before school, everything like that. Just tell us what's going on, and join us tomorrow for day 3, where we will be talking about helping them have some confidence at school after the first day, kind of moving forward. All right then, see you tomorrow.
Bye.